Real Madrid defeated Real Sociedad 2 goals to 1 thanks to a goal from Kylian Mbappe and Arder Guler. Massive congratulations to Real Madrid. 4 out of 4 victories this season out of 4 in La Liga for Real Madrid, and 9 and 12 points out of 12 for Real Madrid. Massive congrats to them. I know at this point in time there is no La Liga club that has won all their La Liga games this season, because Atletico Bilbao lost their game to Alaves 1-0, meaning Atletico Bilbao occupied the second spot now with 9 points out of 12, and it is only Real Madrid with 12 points out of 12. This game against Real Sociedad, if I'm not going to pretend to you guys, the game was tough. The game was tough for Real Madrid, but the good thing is that no matter how difficult a football game is, Real Madrid always makes the difference because they go for the points, not for the beauty of the game. I don't know if I'm making sense. Real Madrid go for the points, not for the beauty of a football game. Because when you take a look at the first 45 minutes of the game, they were not that good. Even that mistake from Dean Huijsen that gave him that red card, that mistake could have been avoided, right? Because he could still cover up the ball, but he did not. He did not. Second red card for Dean Huijsen in just 8 games. Remember, he was sent off. He was sent off against Borussia Dortmund in the Club World Cup semi-final, quarterfinals. And today he was sent off again. Now, when you take a look at this game, right, you realize something. I know many Real Madrid fans were complaining of Xabi Alonso, he's this, he's that. What's the difference between Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid? Guys, sorry, what's the difference between Xabi Alonso and Carlo Ancelotti? Guys, let me tell you the truth. If you don't understand football, you might not know what Xabi Alonso is doing. But if you know what it means to play football, if you have understood the game, you will definitely understand what Xabi Alonso is cooking. The man knows the tactics to use in the game, and he knows when not to use in the game. He knows the players to start his game with and the players not to start his game with. When you take a look at Arder Guler is now like the main factor for Real Madrid alongside Kylian Mbappe. Remember, all these successes are coming without Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid best player, if I'm not going to be biased. All of these successes in the first 4 La Liga games of the season are in the absence of their best player, Jude Bellingham, and he is set to return anytime soon. Just imagine Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham. No, though when Jude Bellingham will return, there is going to be a problem at the level of rotation, right? Because either Arder Guler will have to start sitting on the bench, Franco Mazzantano starts sitting on the bench, but one player, there are 2 players in Real Madrid that I know at the level of the midfield, right, which is Tchouaméni and Valverde. These 2 players cannot be benched. Arder Guler have been very I think he's one of the most important players under Xabi Alonso. The man has played 9 games. In fact, he has started 9 games out of 10 ever since Xabi Alonso took over. You see the difference. So Xabi Alonso trusts him, he's counting on him, and for a reason the guy is going to cook a lot of things for Real Madrid. When you take a look at this game against Real Sociedad, right, Real Sociedad had a better ball position ahead of Real Madrid. When you take a look at the shots on target, Real Madrid had 6 shots on target and Real Sociedad had just 4 shots on target. When you take a look at the shots off target, that is 7 shots for Real Sociedad off target and 7 shots for Real Madrid off target. When we go at the level of the ball position, Real Madrid had a ball position of 36. You see the difference. A ball position of 36 and Real Sociedad had a ball position of 64. That's just to tell you how difficult the game was for Real Madrid. And I still believe that the guys are going to do a lot of things in the days ahead, because when you even go at the level of goalkeeper saves, Real Sociedad goalkeeper made a total of 4 saves in this game, while Thibaut Courtois, the goalkeeper of Real Madrid, made a total of 3 saves in this game. Now, who is the favorite to win the La Liga title this season? Is there another club alongside Real Madrid? Because when you take a look at what Barcelona have been playing, like they have played in the first 3 La Liga games of the season, man, if they continue like that, then they will be nowhere near to competing with Real Madrid for the Liga title. And also, let me take a look at some of these players, right? When you take a look at Kylian Mbappe, right, you discover that he is the best currently around the world. There is no player right now that can be compared to Kylian Mbappe. I mean, can be compared to. I'm not even asking if there is a player better than Kylian Mbappe. No, there is no player currently as from 2025-2026 football season that can be compared to Kylian Mbappe. The guy scored a goal in Real Madrid first La Liga game of the season against Osasuna. The second game, La Liga game of the season, he scored another goal. The third La Liga game, he did not score. The fourth La Liga game, he scored. Meaning, he has 4 La Liga goals this season because he scored a brace against Real Oviedo. 4 La Liga goals in 4 La Liga games. 2 goals for the French national team in 2 games this season. Meaning, Kylian Mbappe has scored 6 goals in 6 games for both club and country this season. You see the level at which the guy is. And one thing I've noticed with Kylian Mbappe recently is that the guy is hungry. Kylian Mbappe is hungry. Let us not pretend here. Kylian Mbappe is hungry. He's having that energy of Cristiano Ronaldo, hungry for goals. He's hungry for victories. He's hungry for trophies. He's hungry for everything. And if I must tell you the guys this, right? I'm not a Real Madrid fan, right? If I must tell you guys this, if Kylian Mbappe stay fit, Real Madrid is going to win every trophy they will fight for this season. I'm talking about the La Liga title, the Copa del Rey title, the Copa de España, the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid is going to crush all of these titles this season. Kylian Mbappe is like 4 players alone. Let me not even be pretending here. This is the Kylian Mbappe of PSG that we knew, not the Kylian Mbappe of last season. This is the Kylian Mbappe of PSG. The guy is back at his best. And when you take a look at Real Madrid last games, forgetting this Real Sociedad game today, last 15 games, Kylian Mbappe was the one carrying Real Madrid all along. Today against Real Sociedad, he still stood strong and carried Real Madrid again. Take a look at that goal that the guy scored. Take a look at the goal that he scored. Now, when you take a look at the La Liga title, right, Real Madrid is comfortably set at the top of the table with 12 points out of 12, followed by Atletico Bilbao with 9 points out of 12. Barcelona is going to play against Valencia tomorrow. Are they going to win that game? Lamine Yamal is out injured. Frankie de Jong is out injured. Gavi is out injured. Balde is out injured. Can Barcelona win that game tomorrow against Valencia? And if they happen not to win the game, Real Madrid will double the chances again. Anyways, massive congratulations to Real Madrid for this victory today against Real Sociedad. I believe all Real Madrid fans are happy at this time because they are beginning to see the Real Madrid that they grew up watching. They are beginning to see a Real Madrid that wants to win games. They are beginning to see a Real Madrid that is creative. They are beginning to see a Real Madrid that can compete for any league title without any doubt. And I think Real Madrid is going to win trophies this season with this squad. Remember, all of their players are physically available and fit, apart from Antonio Rudiger, who is out. Jude Bellingham is closer to his return. Endrick is closer to his return. Camavinga is closer to his return. And all of these guys are training with the team. So sooner or later, we all are going to see them. And the next game now is a UEFA Champions League game against Marseille on Tuesday. So I'm not going to make the video long. The simplest truth is this: Real Madrid won a game against Real Sociedad with 10 men against 11 men. They were the better team because they won the game. But when you take a look at the ball possession, Real Sociedad were a better team, right? They were the ones controlling the game. But Real Madrid always go for the points, not for the beauty of the game. Guys, if you watch that game between Real Sociedad against Real Madrid, tell me where you actually think Real Madrid is lagging at this time and where you think they can improve, and also your predictions for this La Liga season. Give me your predictions for this La Liga season if Real Madrid can be considered favorite to win the La Liga title this season, and also what are your expectations for the upcoming UEFA Champions League game against Marseille on Tuesday. Guys, I'm going to end the video here, and if this is the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, if you are still to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the thumb up to the video, you drop at least a comment down in the comment section, and most importantly, you share the video to 1 or 2 persons.